Good evening, Simon from Life's a Gamble, so let's take a chance here in Walton-on-Naze. Just a quick update as to what's going on with Chance and Mai Star II. As you saw from the short video last time, Trish has been hard at work cutting plugs for Mai Star II's holes, which were where the old nails were on her hull. It seems a great pity just to replace a plank just with oversized holes where you can just put plugs in and start again. So that's what we're doing on there. She's now in a new temporary workshop shed, nice and dry, away from the weather, so that we can get on with some work now. I've got a couple of little jobs on her over the next few days to sort out, which is to clean off all the loose paint on the inside the hull, hoover it out, and get into the stack of oak outside the shed, and start slicing some of that up into lengths to put in as ribs into her hull, and also some of the frames as well. But that's on Mai Star II. But on Chance, I'm going to be now, I'm getting close to the end of a couple of projects. I'll have a bit of spare time on my hands, and I'll be tackling her jobs in earnest, with especially the transom and starboard hand side. As you've known, over the last few months I've been going on that I'm going to start on it, but never got round to it. So finally now I've got a bit of spare time. I'm going to actually make a concerted effort to get in amongst it all and start trying to put back some new wood where the old rotten wood is, and put some of the shape back into a hull which has been sadly lost over the last few years, have been neglected and being carted around the countryside from Cornwall to Lancashire, from Lancashire down to Walton-on-Naze, and now thankfully it's not going to move again until she's floating. So that's what we're going to be doing, getting her ready to get underway with her repairs. The main job, as I've said before, is to put a new beam shelf in on the starboard side from the transom right through to where it starts to where it finishes off, should I say, not starts, where it finishes off in the galley area in the bow of Chance. The first thing we'll have to do is extract the old one, which is in 3 sections now rather than in 1. But unfortunately, because of getting the right lengths of wood these days, it's going to be going in 2 sections rather than 1. But that's how it is. But we can get round that. Also, I'm going to have to take a long length of planking out of Chance to actually get to the bolts which actually hold that beam shelf in place, which is, I don't particularly want to take a good plank out, but unfortunately sometimes you've got to take out good to remove old rotten wood and then start it afresh. But that's part of the course. So once that beam shelf's out, the boat is supported back where it's supposed to be, then the rotten frames in the cabin on the starboard side can be replaced as well, and then we can start in earnest on putting new ribs in there and then start to plank her up. So that's what we're going to try and do over the summer, is to do as much work on the starboard side, get the shape back into her, and then start to take the deck off to expose any rotten wood. Especially, we have one problem, which is a major one, and that is to have to take the aft deck off to take the 2 deck beams out, which were sadly cut off when she was repaired sometime in the past, with no regard to fixing the deck beams back to the beam shelf, because somebody had actually chopped it off level with the old beam shelf and not connected the new beam shelf to it. And also all the tie rods that hold the beam shelf to the car and hold the boat together there were chopped through as well. So that's how she's lost her shape. But when we put her back together again this time, there'll be new carling in there, new beam shelf, new lodging knees to support it and keep the shape back in. So that's what we're going to be doing. And if you like this video, like the content, give it a big thumbs up. And also, if you'd like to become a Patreon on charge_1948. And also you can follow us on Twitter and also on YouTube and also on Facebook. So whichever media outlet you like to use, you can look at it in any way you like to do it. So alright from me, see you later, folks. Bye for now.